Welcome to Freedom Uncensored.
What's happening, everybody? I wanted to come in and do a test. Hold on, my sound's a little off. Okay. I think my sound's still just a little off. So let me see if I can make some adjustments here quick. Sorry, I apologize. Again, this is a test. All right, so let me check this out real quick here again. I think the audio sounds a little bit better. Oh, yeah, much better. Okay. Monitor off. Double check this real quick. One more check. All right. Yep, sounds better. Okay. Well, turn that off so I don't keep hearing myself. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Freedom Uncensored. Like I said, this is just a test video, and I wanted to make it worthwhile so for everybody to watch. So, decided to start this program to see what kind of discussions we can have and see where it goes. So, as a test video, I want to give it an actual test. So, I picked some content that I found interesting on the internet and figured I'd play a little video here and that we could go off of. Now, this is off of another YouTuber's video. It's actually off of it's a short of some sort. But anyway, it's not actually all that short. But I want to play this video and I want to go over a few things that are misconceptions in today's time. When you're interacting with police, a lot of people take a lot of things for granted and they don't know their rights the right way. And they end up making a situation bad, especially if you have a bad cop. Some good cops too. But this video isn't going to be about bashing cops. It's not going to be anything like that. I'm going to give my opinion on both sides here, what the guy did wrong and what the cop did wrong. So let's get into that. So here we have the video. And basically what it is this guy was pulled over. And the officer walks up to his window and asks him for his driver's license identification, the identification thing, the driver's license, insurance, proof of registration, all that stuff. So let's get into it.
No, I'm not stepping out.
Don't step out your thing.
No.
There's no reason to be this old man.
There's no reason to step out either. There's no reason
I'm
either.
going to give you a couple options.
No.
You can either get out of the vehicle or give me a license.
I can give you my license, but I'm not stepping out of the vehicle.
This is Trooper Caleb Miller from the Mississippi Highway Patrol. On July 20th, 2019, Trooper Miller pulled over Robert Hensarling, a 57-year-old driver on a road in Lamar County, Mississippi. He was allegedly stopped for a traffic violation. As soon as Trooper Miller approaches Mr. Hensarling, he begins recording the interaction through his dash cam. Watch how the situation is about to escalate.
Yes, sir.
Driver's license, proof of insurance.
What'd I do?
I'll get your driver's license and I'll explain it to you.
I'm working on it. No, what'd I do first? Why you pull me over?
Let me get your driver's license and
No, what do you pull me over for? Tell me that first.
Sir, let me explain something to you.
And what's your, I know the law. No, you have to tell me why you pull me over.
I don't have to tell you.
Well,
Let's do it.
I have driver's
I have to
license.
identify you first.
No, you don't. You have my tag number right there. Are you J Troop or K Troop?
Use driver's
Who are
license
you?
and proof of insurance.
Nah, what did you pull me over for first?
Sir, you can be difficult. Or
I
you
do a
can
wide.
be-
I'm not trying to be difficult.
You
I'm
are
just
being
telling you.
difficult.
No, I'm not. And you're also. Anyway, I'm just asking, why'd you pull me over first? I did one wide open throttle. I'm a diagnostic mechanic. And you also pulled my son over the same thing too, Caleb Miller. You saw me at Rose's one time with an open carry weapon. I'm just asking, and I know Jamie Atkins and all the bunch, whatever, but why'd you pull me over? Why? Need to know that first. No, you have my tag number. You can run it and get
Just
my
because
name.
it's tag number doesn't mean it comes back to the driver of the vehicle.
It does show the insurance though on it though.
Listen, that's correct.
No,
I
but
still-
tell me why. You have to tell me why you pulled me over. You hadn't identified yourself yet. I see a uniform. I see a vehicle. Okay. Why did you pull me over?
Listen to me.
I did a wide open throttle,
Listen.
real quick. I'm a diagnostic mechanic. I'm working on a truck, and I'm heading toward a guy's house to help me with it in Columbia.
Let me explain something.
I am listening. No, you don't have to explain. That's a cop's plane. No.
I need
No.
to identify who I'm speaking with. I'll explain to you why.
I am
traffic
Robert
stop.
B. Henschling. My birthday is 6/22/62. I own this truck, and I have registration and everything. You don't have to know that. Tell me why you pulled me over. I know who you are.
Now, I just want to pause it there for a second because if you get pulled over by a police officer and they ask for your driver's license, first off, the law actually states that you must present the driver's license. You do not have to hand it to them. You have to present it. That is the actual written law. But if they ask you for, if you don't have that license and you give your name, your date of birth, your full name, like he just did right there, that's identifying himself under the actual written law. So right there, in my opinion, the officer should have turned around and said, okay, can you give me that name again? Written it down and walked back and ran the guy through his computer. Instead, the officer wants to stand there and continue to argue with the guy. Now, the guy's also in the wrong here to a degree because most states do not have a law yet, and there's no federal law requiring an officer to state the reason for a stop immediately upon approaching your vehicle. Now, here's where it gets catchy. Because more and more states are passing what is called a duty to inform law. Okay. And what that duty to inform law states that once you ask the officer what you have been pulled over for, their duty to inform you kicks in, that law kicks in, and they must inform you right then and there what they pulled you over for. They cannot continue without telling you. That's what this new law is supposed to be. Now, there are a few states that explicitly require officers to tell you the reason for the stop before they begin questioning you. California, Florida, Texas, New York, Illinois, those are the states right now that already have laws on the books, and you're bound by their law. The officer is bound by the law to inform you why they've been pulled over. A lot of states, like I said, don't have this law yet, but it's in an upward trend across the nation to start getting put in place. So anyway, let's continue on with this.
And I know you know Jamie Atkins, R37, okay? I'm not naming names, but you have to tell me You know who you are. Identify yourself. You do. I own this truck. You can run my tag number. Brand new tag, brand new license.
Now, see, he asked for the license again. The guy just identified himself. He literally just identified himself.
Tell me why. There's my proof of insurance. It has my name on it right there. I don't have to hand this to you. All I have to do is just show you. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm asserting my right. No, I'm a nice guy. I'm a really nice guy.
Am I not being?
You are, but I don't have to. I don't have to do that. Now, tell me why you pulled me over. Tell me to step out of the vehicle.
Mr. Henzerling asks Trooper Miller to tell him what traffic violation he committed before he hands him his driver's license. Officers must have reasonable suspicion or probable cause to detain some individual. However, the officers are not liable to tell the citizens the reason for the stop. Watch what Trooper Miller is about to do.
So right here, the commentator from the other YouTube channel is actually not correct. Like I said, there are states that require it, and there is an upward trend of this, along with the new duty to inform law. And just if you're living in California and you're watching this, AB 2773 is the law passed in 2024 that states that officers must state the reason for a traffic stop or a pedestrian stop before asking any investigation questions. Florida, I don't see the penal code in Florida or the law in Florida that requires this question or this. It says while it does have a pre-questioning law, Florida case law and some statutes imply a right to know the reason for detention. So basically in Florida, it falls under legal detention laws. New York, Texas, and Illinois have passed duty to inform laws. So like I said, in those states, it is a law. The officer must inform you why they pulled you over before you go any further.
No. In fact, I'm gonna lock my doors or window.
I also want to state here that Supreme Court has ruled that once an officer asks you to step out of a vehicle, you have to step out of the vehicle. Specifically, it was Pennsylvania versus Mims in 1977. And then again, Maryland versus Wilson in 1997. Police officers have the legal authority to order both drivers and the passengers to exit a vehicle during a lawful traffic stop, regardless of whether there is suspicion of danger. This action is considered a minimal intrusion on personal liberty that is justified by the Supreme Court. It's mandatory. If an officer asks you to step out of a vehicle, you must step out of the vehicle. You can't sit there and continue to argue with them. Now, here's where things get really interesting in this situation, because it escalates. It escalates pretty quick.
A little bit too. I just need to ask. I'm going to a friend's house in Columbia right now. I did one wide open throttle on my truck. I just took it 1,200 mile round trip. Jamie knows that. I sent him all the information, whatever. You know, I did one wide open throttle. I was not reckless driving. I did one wide open throttle on the truck. I let off. I saw you way back there, sitting back there. I have you on video right there.
That's fine. You're being on video on my video.
That's fine. That's really cool. I appreciate that. I really do.
You want to step out of your truck?
No, I'm not stepping out.
You want to step out of your truck?
No.
There's no reason to be difficult, man.
There's no reason to step out either. There's no reason
I'm
either.
going to give you a couple options.
No.
You can either get out of the vehicle or give me a license.
I can give you my license, but I'm not stepping out of the vehicle.
Give me a license.
No. It's very dangerous for me to be out, stepping out, you know, in this situation. You don't know me. I don't know you now.
Now, I just want to stop it right here because you see the officer stick his hand in the guy's window. First off, the guy's being an asshole for not getting out of the car. Yeah, I mean, the law's clear on this. Just get out of the vehicle. But now the officer reaching through the window into the guy's vehicle violates the Fourth Amendment. They're not allowed. They can't do it. If they want to open your door, they must do it from the outside. That is actually written law. They cannot stick their hand inside your vehicle. It violates your Fourth Amendment right. So let's continue because this gets bad from here.
No.
Listen to me, get out of the car.
No.
Get out
There's
of the truck.
my license
Get
right
out of
there.
the truck. You're being disorderly.
No.
You're lawful command. Get out
There's
of the
my
vehicle.
license. It's not a
Get out of the
lawful
vehicle.
command. No.
Get out of the vehicle.
No.
Get out
There's
of the
no
vehicle.
reason for this.
At this point, I honestly think that this cop is starting to get on a power trip. But the guy's also being an asshole.
Quit reaching under the seat. You leave that license.
My
right
gun's
there.
over there.
And that makes him more of an asshole because you're going to keep reaching underneath the seat. And now you tell the officer that there's a gun under there, further escalating the situation. That's just stupid.
There's no reason for this. Here's my brand new license. Jamie just got me this license. Do not do that. No.
Get out of the car. Get out of the truck. Get out of the truck. Right?
Now, I don't agree with the officer's tactics here because I don't know if you saw it there, but he grabbed the guy's hair and started to pull it. There's a way to handle this, and there's a way not to handle this. And I think that this officer loses control at this point.
Right now.
There's no reason to do. You did this to my son.
Get out of the truck.
No.
You're
There's
under arrest
no
for
reason.
disorderly. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
I didn't.
There's no disorderly conduct there. If you actually read the disorderly conduct law, there's no disorderly conduct there.
Do anything.
Failure to obey a lawful command.
That's
Get out of the
bullshit.
truck.
Failure to obey an unlawful command. Absolutely. The officer has him all day long on that.
There's my
Get out of
license
the truck.
right there. No. Stop it.
Get out of the truck.
Stop it.
Get out of the truck. Get out of the
You can
truck.
call Jamie
Now.
Atkins right now.
Get out of the truck.
I have my license on. I have my seatbelt on. I didn't do anything wrong.
Get out of the truck.
Now, right here, when this officer realizes that this guy is just not going to listen, no matter what he does, instead of continuing the situation any further, he absolutely should be tasing this guy. Absolutely. He's disobeyed a lawful order, command to get out of the vehicle. He's interfering at this point, and he's uncooperative. I mean, but the officer should absolutely tase him. What happens next? The officer he shouldn't have a job after this.
No. You call R37 right now.
R37, get out of the vehicle.
No.
Get out of the truck.
No. Stop it. There's no reason for this bullshit now.
I tried to tell you that. You smell like you've been drinking.
No, I have not
Get out of
been
the truck.
drinking. No.
Get out of the truck. I'm gonna
No.
tase you. You understand? Get out of the vehicle.
No.
Get out
Tase
of
me
the
if you
vehicle.
want to.
Get out
Tase
of
me.
the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle.
Tase me. Tase me. That don't bother me. Stop
Get
it.
out of the truck.
Stop it.
Get out of the truck.
Stop it.
Sorry to keep stopping this, but keep an eye on the officer's right arm at this point.
Look, stop it.
Quit reaching. Quit reaching.
I'm not
Quit
reaching.
reaching. Quit
My
trying to put
gun
your
is over
goddamn-
there. Stop it.
Elbow to the head.
Stop it. Stop this. De-escalate.
Haysbert.
You hear me?
Haysbert, give me some assistance here. I need assistance on traffic stop.
Stop it. I haven't done anything wrong.
Stop moving.
I ain't done anything.
Haysbert, I need some assistance. Highway 98, westbound.
I haven't done anything.
You got a subject not want to exit the vehicle.
Stop it.
Get out of the truck
Okay?
now.
You saw
There's
me.
two.
Get out of the truck.
You saw me. You saw me
There's 3 elbows.
at Road.
Get out of the truck.
You saw me at Rose's Barbecue one
I don't
time.
care.
I'm not a violent person.
Well, you're
you are being violent.
Get out of the truck.
No.
There's 4.
No.
Get out of the truck.
No.
There's 5.
Get out of the truck. Get out of the truck. Get out.
Let me go.
Get out.
Let me go.
Get out. Step out of the truck. I'm here to help. Put your hand on your back.
So he was hit in the side of the head about 4 or 5 times by this officer's elbow. In my opinion, I believe that is just completely excessive force, and it didn't. There was no reason for it. Wait until your partner gets there, or your backup, and then you take the guy out of the vehicle. You know, at the end of the video, you'll see that the guy was under the influence of alcohol. So that's why when they did the closed taser, it didn't work. But the deployable taser gives more. It gives more of a tase than your skin contact tase. I guess that's because the probes break your skin or whatever. I don't really know why, but they give more juice, so to speak.
Put your hand.
Trooper Miller instructs Mr. Hensarling to exit the vehicle. However, he refuses to comply. Trooper Miller then tried to pull the driver out of the vehicle and informed him that he was being arrested for disorderly conduct. Watch how the encounter ends.
Boy, come on, I'll kick your ass.
Pay attention here.
Put your hands behind your back. We have to shoot this man. All right, I got one. Come on, fat boy. Does he got a gun? Does he got a gun?
Hunting for a reason. Shoot the guy.
I got one.
Let me go.
Everything's gonna be all right. Let's stand over here though. Let's stand over here. Come over here.
Quit pushing me. I'll go on. Quit
Come on.
pushing me.
Come on. Walk over here, please, sir. Walk over here. Your keys.
Where's my goddamn key?
We'll get your keys.
My gut? No,
I've
you
seen one
won't.
bump.
You don't
Seen
give
one
a
bump.
fuck. You don't give a goddamn.
Let's sit on the gate.
Quit pushing.
All right, listen to him. Get over here and sit down. Please sit down. All right, come on.
Let me go and I'll walk over there. Where can I go?
You go to that tailgate.
Where's my god?
Mr. Hensarling was arrested and taken to the Lamar County Jail. He was charged with resisting arrest, driving under the influence, speeding, and following too closely. He later pled guilty on all charges. He was sentenced to 13 days in jail with outstanding fines of $1,785 and associated fees. It is uncertain whether Mr. Hensarling pursued any legal action against Trooper Miller.
So I looked into this just a little bit, and I ended up finding out that this guy attempted to press charges against a police officer that assaulted him during a traffic stop. And let's be honest, the guy in the truck was definitely guilty of everything that they charged him with. He was an asshole. I don't mean that, some of the stuff that he was saying was correct, that he only has to present his ID. He doesn't have to show it. He doesn't have to hand it over. He only has to present his his insurance card. That is how the law is written. You know, as citizens, we need to know the laws and know what our rights are. And he's correct there. The written law states that when you are pulled over, you must present your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. It does not say that you have to hand that to the officer. It says you must present. That means you can hold it against the window of the car, and the officer has to accept that. If they escalate the situation, you're looking at a lawsuit. A pretty easy lawsuit, actually. But let's go on with this. The Supreme Court has two major case rulings on getting out of a vehicle if an officer asks you to. And at this point, everybody ought to know that law. You can't fight it. If an officer asks you to get out of the vehicle, you get out of the vehicle. You comply with that. Now, personally, once I'm asked to exit a vehicle, I plead the fifth. I'm not answering any more of your questions at that point. If you pulled me out of the car, just basically because I was asking you what I was pulled over for, I'm no longer going to answer any of your questions. And that is your right. You don't have to answer any questions. You do not have to assist them in their investigation. You have a right to not self-incriminate. So like I said, going forward in the video, he should have gotten out of the car. Instead, he stayed sitting there. You could see his hands in the video at certain points. Like he was trying to keep him on a steering wheel or whatever. He was fighting with the cop a little bit at the door. That very well could have been assault on an officer. They probably didn't charge him with that because the officer wasn't allowed to stick his hands inside the car. One thing that I do when I'm asked to get out of a vehicle is I lock my vehicle, stick my keys in my pocket, and lock my vehicle. If you want to search my vehicle, you have to get a warrant. Standing on the side of the road, being an asshole to a cop, yelling at him, being a dick is not going to get you anywhere. You let the officer know that you know your rights. Officer, the law states that I must present my documents to you. It does not say that I have to give them to you. If the officer argues, just give them the documents. Now, you don't have to continue talking to him. And if the officer gets pissed off about that and decides that he's going to escalate the situation, keep your mouth shut, but do what the officer's telling you to do. Don't stand there and be argumentative or anything else, because that's when you're going to get in trouble. Settle it in court. Let the officer violate your constitutional rights, because the lawsuit that you can bring against that officer, the department that he works for, and the town that he works in is ridiculous. Not to mention, you can go after him for his immunity, which then allows you to sue the officer personally. This guy was a douchebag. He should have listened to the officer. He should have done what the officer was telling him to do, and it wouldn't have gotten to this point. At the same time, the officer was wrong too, because there was no reason for the excessive force that he used. I mean, yeah, I get there was going to be some sort of a force to get the guy out of the car, but to put 4 to 5 elbows in the side of the guy's head, you can do a serious amount of damage by elbowing somebody in the side of the head. So thanks for watching, everybody. Like I said, this was just a test video to to get something out there, make sure everything was working the way I wanted to. Don't be a dick to cops. They won't be a dick to you, but stand up for your rights, stand up for your freedom. It's important. Your rights are they're like muscles. You have to exercise your rights or they go away. They get weak. We've lost a lot of rights in this country so far, and we're losing more as it goes. And that'll be another episode coming to you soon. But when you get pulled over, just learn your rights to the state that you're in and don't assert your rights like an asshole. Assert your rights respectfully. And when you realize that you're not getting anywhere with the officer, allow them to violate your rights and comply and deal with it in court. There's no sense in getting beat up, the possibility of dying, going to jail for assault on an officer or any other charges that they decide to bring against you. Let them violate your rights and take care of it in court. And to the officers out there that may or may not see this, de-escalate. It's and respect American citizens' rights. If you don't know what those rights are and you are an officer, I would suggest you get online and you start reading law books. There's a lot that are really easy to access. Constitution's easy to access. There's so much online that you can read. You can even take summer courses at the local community college that cost next to nothing, like intro to law and stuff like that to learn some of this stuff. Because the 6 weeks that they teach you in the academy is just not enough. All right, everybody, stand up for your freedom, no matter what. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose it. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you.